Shri Prashant K. Banerjee, Executive Director, Society of Indian Automobile Manufacturers, SIAM. Shri Vikram Kazbekar, CTO, Hero Moto Corporation. Ladies and gentlemen, a very warm good morning. I would like to begin by thanking SIAM for extending to me invite to be the part of SIAM's third International Conference for Sustainable Circularity. Newspapers and industry experts have been highlighting that the automotive industry in India grew by 12% last year, selling 2.5 crore cars. We are world's fifth largest economy and our passenger vehicles in the third largest across the world. We are being told these are big achievements. But to my mind, the real big achievement is that you have chosen to dedicate time, space, and resources to discuss circularity at a time your industry is expanding rapidly. So congratulations, SIAM. Rising vehicle sales is good news for the economy, particularly for most people sitting in this room. And if we work together, we can ensure this is not bad news for the environment either. And therefore, the theme of this year's conference is very appropriate: nature's positive recycling. Ladies and gentlemen, nobody recycles like nature. Consider, for example, any fruit that has fallen off a tree. Some part of it will be eaten by birds and insects. The seed will strive to plant more trees. The leftover will be absorbed by the soil as minerals. The fruit will disappear like it never existed, leaving its ecosystem enriched. We can ever match the sale of production when it comes to nature, and yet there is zero waste. So as you take pride in our manufacturing abilities, let us also take a humbling lesson from Mother Nature in managing waste. I call upon this August gathering to make nature your ideal when you set out to plan your recycling strategies. Friends, today we stand at a pivotal moment in the evolution of the automotive industry, an industry that is both a cornerstone of our economy and a key contributor to our environmental footprint. The challenges and opportunity we face in this sector demand innovative thinking and collaborative action. It is within this context we must consider how our principle of circularity can drive our growth and reshape our future. For India, a nation at the forefront of industrial and economic innovation, the transition to a circular economy is not a choice, it is an imperative. We must work together because whether we sell vehicles or buy it, or we use public transport, we all are breathe the same air. There are many things going in India's favor. Chief of them all is our leadership. Incrementally, over the last 10 years, Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi ji has unleashed the can-do spirit of India. Today, led by Pradhan Mantri Shri Modi ji, we are not just talking about managing waste, but about unlocking the value of waste. We are talking about waste to wealth. And we are doing so because circularity is being a triple dividend. Number one, it furthers economic growth by reducing reliance on raw material and cutting cost. Number second, it provides environmental gains by limiting damage to our ecosystems and reducing emissions. Number three, it creates a social impact by creating green jobs and fostering sustainable practices. the Modi ji's leadership and under the role of his government, we are working for multiple fronts to ensure a green automobile industry. It is discouraging the use of old polluting vehicles. The vehicle scrap policy introduced by the Modi government in 2021 has a great potential to reduce air pollution. Friends, I am also happy to share that this policy requires passenger cars older than 20 years and commercial vehicle older than 15 years to pass a fitness test to keep their registration. The replacement of the freight truck will fail. The test could avoid up to 17% of NOx and 11% PM 2.5 emissions from trucks, assuming that they would be replaced by trucks that are BS4 compliant. Ministry of Environment, Forest and Climate Change had issued the Environment Protection End of Life Vehicle Rules 2025 to be effective from April 1st, 2025. These rules aims to regulate the handling, processing and scrapping of end-of-life vehicles, ELVs, to ensure environmentally sound practices. The given policy is applicable to vehicle producers, registered owners, scrapping facilities and other entities involved in the vehicle life cycle. The rules exclude waste material already governed by separate regulations such as batteries, plastic and e-waste. Producers are mandated to fulfill extended producer responsibility EPR by ensuring ELVs are properly scrapped in registered facilities. The scrapping of vehicle is also incentivized. Ladies and gentlemen, the second policy the government is working on is promoting electric vehicles. With increased car demands, EVs stand as a potential source of economic growth and exports. There are two flagship national programs for support road transport electrification in India. The Faster Adaptation and Manufacturing of Electric Vehicles FAME scheme, which provide purchase incentives and charging infrastructure support until 20, and the Production Link Incentive PLI schemes that provide incentive for manufacturing in different sectors. We have already entered FAME 2 with an outlay of Rs 10,000 crore in order to improve public transport. As a result of these policies, EV sales are projected to reach nearly 35% to total vehicle sales in 2030. To bring the sector on track with the 2070 net zero goal, this year need to reach 50%. Electric vehicle sales in India is poised to grow the 10 million unit by the turn of the decade, generating employment for 5 million pupils. By 2030, India's EV fleet will avoid around 5 metric tons of CO2, while in 2050, the amount could range from 110 to 380 metric CO2. EV deployment can also considerably reduce citizens' exposure to air pollution. The policy encourages growth and development of battery recycling businesses in partnership with manufacturers of EVs and its batteries. EVs are environment friendly as these do not emit pollutions. However, it is important to note that their batteries are charged by electrically. India is working on strategies to produce clean power by increasing reliance on renewable sources such as solar, wind and hydro. Ladies and gentlemen, the Indian government under the leadership of Shri Pradhan Shri Narendra Modi ji has introduced the Green Credit Initiative as mechanism to incentivize voluntary pro-planet actions. The auto industry has much to contribute and much to gain from participating in this initiative. These are steps being taken by government, but what is the institution like SIAM can do? By 2050, the circularity of India's manufacturing systems could provide $624 billion in value annually for countries' economy. SIAM must demand circularity in vehicle manufacturing and convey to buyers why it is important. Developing workflows that support closed loop production and recycling could lower carbon emissions while enhancing resource efficiency and profitability. In manufacturing, circularity begins with design for the crucial closed loop approach. Ideas such as disassembly and recyclability must be incorporated from the very beginning in the product development cycle. One of the areas being neglected by the automakers is sales and services. Auto dealerships are shifting towards sustainability, adopting measures like solar panels, energy efficient lighting, and eco friendly designs. They promote green vehicle maintenance, waste reduction, and recycling. Education incentive can help empower staff and inform customers. By integrating technology, incentivizing green practices, and collaborating with stakeholders, SIAM can play a pivotal role in driving environmental responsibility, positioning themselves as a leader in the automotive industry's push for a greener future. Friends, a green auto industry is essential toward meeting three SDG goals. First, SDG 7 for affordable and clean energy. Second, SDG 8, decent work and sustainable economic growth. Third, SDG 9, industry, innovation, and infrastructure. While we do these things, we must remember the importance of trees in cleaning the air. So, participate in Ek Ped Maa Ke Naam campaign that started by our Prime Minister last 5th June, and more than 100 million people participated in this movement. It is indeed true that the number of cars being sold in India is larger than the population of some countries. While it is a big achievement, it brings along a big responsibility keeping the air clean and environmental healthy. Members of the August gathering, there is no better marker of an aspirational India than the number of cars being sold. The onus of making this aspirational India an environmentally consciousness India is on all of us in this hall. May we build an economically stronger India. We may build a greener planet with the hope in heart. I would once again thank you, each of you, for inviting me and giving me a patient hearing. Thank you. Jai Hind, Jai Bharat.